What an irony. My mirror shows the other side of me. All these ones and zeros, nothing in between. But there's so much more to me than eyes can see. Than eyes can see. I'm not binary.
Well, let's get into it. I guess it's pretty much the same thing. Tore that under, load the start list, and I check my website to see which course we're doing. 2024. 6 stages, load the start list. Let's get into it. Ooh. Some new team jerseys here, of course. We sort by team evaluation. Team Alpine with a new jersey. Same team, but just new jersey. How exciting. Mads Pedersen leads their team here in Tordenanda. Roman Gregoire for the hills. Mika van Dijk for the sprints. Groupama FDJ led by Thomas Pidcock for the mountains. Van Poppel for the sprints. Love me some Van Poppel. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe bring in Matthew van der Poel for potentially a bit of everything. Scaroni to help him out in the hills. Movistar have got Ben Healy for the GC. That's him. Probably Aaron Buru for the sprints, not particularly sure. Garmin Sharp, now that's a sponsor from the past. What a lovely jersey. Tim Wellens is their all-rounder GC man. Alex Zongler for the sprint. Nice lead out there as well. Bahrain victorious. Zambini looks to show himself in a new light. Oded Kogut for the sprints, and pretty much decent team all around. Robert Stannard, former Kiwi, turned Aussie, as all great Kiwi cyclists do. Lomprey, another blast from the past. Paul Magnier as their sprinter. Novaes for the leader. Oh, Fisher, Black, and Michael Vink. Whoa, what a sexy team that is. Benfica with Thibaut Nice, David Godu, Mikael Valgren. Well done on his win in real life. EF Easy Post led by Roder Adria Nielsen Paulus, no real mountain climber, but for the sprint Tobias Lund Anderson. HTC Columbia, Ben O'Connor, the Australian in his home race. Dorian Godon for the sprints. Lotto Intermarché with kinda like a filler squad it seems, but Lorenzo Rota might be able to do some damage. Lido Trek, Quinn Simmons for GC, maybe Bollestad for the sprints. Team T-Mobile, Felix Engelhardt for the GC, Teutenberg for the sprints. Zimmerman to help out Engelhardt there. Soudal Quickstep with Walt Van Aert for potentially overall, but mostly sprints. Penhoot also for the sprints. Dion Smith just to help out. Looks like they got a nice little sprint squad there. Team Dimension Data with Viniam Girmay for the sprints. Joe Blackmore for GC. And just a few riders for some all-round help. Ineos Grenadiers, Mark Hirsch for these punchy finishes. Lotto Kernhouse have got Sam Bennett for the sprint. Geez, still a decent sprinter in the game. Ben Tullett for the GC Ulig for the lead out. Liquigas, a team of Vincenzo Nibali, have Julian Alaphilippe for the GC. Milano, I'm surprised Milano is rated that high. Tess Fazion. Inico, a new sprinter this season. Simon Velasco for the overall, maybe Guerrero. Malucci's no longer a sprinter. Interesting. Strava cycling team. Stora for the overall. Very Aussie looking team for this race. Unibit Rockets with Alexis Brunel. Rick Ottoman. Bit of a stock team there. Team Katusha with Matteo Meschetti for the sprints. Ooh, no real GC leader, but strong, might be able to help there. Kubota Sake, Casper van Uden for the sprints. Nothing too major. To the pro cycling. Ooh, Matthias Rondell, he's looking strong. Anyway, let's get into our tour down under. Stage 1, Tenunda to Tenunda. Looking like a pretty reasonable tour with only 2 real mountain days. Big days for the sprinters otherwise. Favourite for today's stage is Pedersen's looking like a punchy sprint. Mejnier, Grimer, Gourmet, Van Aert, Van Poppel, Moschetti up there as well. As a biased leader, Moschetti's my favourite to win. Let's get into it. Oh, a bit lovely start to the season. I reckon Moschetti getting wins worse. But yes, I think Van Uden's actually got a reasonable chance of winning a stage. Because Van Uden, yeah, he looks pretty all-rounded. Once again, sponsored stream by Team Katusha. Talk to Katusha for all your cycling apparel needs. Oh, it doesn't like that. There we go, thank God. Okay, our rider's on -1. Put him on to 0. Why is the screen shaking? I don't like that. Oh, look at that. Look at that Garmin Sharp Belgian champ jersey. That is one sexy piece of kit. I like looking at the national champ jerseys, and yeah, we'll get to the breakaway shortly. Quinn Simmons, boring. Zimmerman. Oh, look at those pants, man. Team Telecom, German champion. Narvaez, Ecuadorian Lompre champion. Alpine definitely got a nice kit this season. Well done to them. Anyway, let's look ourselves who's in the breakaway. 5 riders getting themselves up the road. The Unibet Rockets, Newman. Michael Leonard of Team Tudor Pro Cycling. Vanderwinkel of Lotto Intermarché. Verkuhl of Kubota Sake, and another Unibet Rose rider, Stoic. In the peloton, it is Team Dimension Data Alpine Lompre doing the chasing. Look at those envy wheels on the Team Dimension Data riders. Looking fantastic. Look at the course for today. We've got intermediate sprint, followed by category 3 climb. We're doing 3 laps of the circuit. On the 3rd lap, there is no intermediate sprint, but there is a finish line with points on offer. 3 more riders have attacked, jumping across to the front. We have Kufitz from Lotto Intermarché, another rider from Unibet's Rose Rockets, Kral and Sommer from Team HTC Columbia, which have Dimension Data as their pants. Interesting. Rockets getting greedy, absolutely, but doesn't matter. The peloton is chasing them down. Alpine and Lompre on the front. Here's the Dimension Data boys. Have a look what their pants are. Not the Lombre boys. Different pants, but Dimension Days seems to sponsor both teams. Fisher Black, the Kiwi for Lombre, now on the offensive. He's not happy with any of this breakaway action. He's protecting his rider. Paul Magnier. And the caught catch has been made. It's all back together as we see Vakuli of Kubota Sake back on the attack. But Bayer, the Austrian rider for Team EF Education Easy Post, he's taken up some of the work on the front, as is Liquigas. Look at that. Liquigas plus EF Education is almost Lombre in colours. Intermediate sprint is 3.4 kilometers away, so you see the riders are moving their sprinters into position. There's Moschetti protected by Van Ashbrook. Nate Pringle is there. Tobias Lund Anderson. Sebastian Milano, Van Poppel on the right-hand side, 1.2 kilometers to go. There he goes, Moschetti launches first. Moschetti is going for it, 400 meters to go. Lund Anderson on the left side. Moschetti takes maximum points in the intermediate sprint. Well done, Matteo Moschetti. You are a god. And that's probably all the sprinting power you have for this whole season, done and finished. Maybe I should be like Vino and be like Team Golgot. What bikes are we riding for Katusha? Canyon. Oh, just like real life. We are a sexy team. Look at that jersey. Matteo Moschetti, you are goodness gracious, young man. And of course, since there's no breakaway, there's a bloody stalemate now. We're just having a nice Zone 2 ride going 26 kilometers an hour. There's a climb coming up though, so pace should pick up a bit shortly. 600 meters to the top, we see three riders attack, four riders attack. There's a crash as this happens. Michael Leonard takes maximum points over the top with Van Winkle in second, Newman and Pomorski, who has crashed out the back. It is Van Bylen, but he's back up again. Here's tree cover. Although it's brilliant, it's a pain in the ass to see. It looks pretty shitty on the screen. Anyway, they're not being allowed too much leeway by Dimension Data. Riding, of course, BMC bikes. Alpine with Mavic as the sponsor on the back. Lombre. Mr. Lombre jersey. Lombre, of course, became Team UAE Emirates in real life. Venks on the front doing the work he was hired for, not El Tractor, but like a tractor. Vink had a pretty good career as a cyclist. I remember Vink when he used to race for, I'm pretty sure it was Team Budget Forklifts. Or am I thinking of, I'm thinking of Torkler. I'm thinking of Michael Torkler, not Michael Vink. That's what I'm thinking of. Michael Leonard has been dropped from the breakaway. Unlucky for him, the breakaway is still just three riders. Pomorski, the Polish sprinter, doing some great work, gaining a 2-minute advantage on the peloton, as we see the Belgian rider now dropping. Interesting. Looks like Pomorski's the only one doing some work, and we missed the damn sprint as always. Motherfucker. My apologies, team. But it looks like Lund Anderson took the most points there. Nope, Moschetti took it again. Lund Anderson, Van Poppel, Bennett, Milano. I swear to God, if Moschetti has wasted all his sprint energy now, and he just sucks in the final, I'm going to lose my shit. We'll see. Anyway, intermediate, KOM point incoming. I'll be more careful with the KOM point. 1 kilometer to the top, and the catch has been made. Will be on Christoph for Bora Hansgrove. Red Bull Bora. Movistar looking average with the uniform. Missed the green Movistar, not gonna lie. 200 meters to go. No one cares about these points. They're just taking them. Cool, the next point is a KOM point. There's no intermediate sprint, so that gives Moschetti time to rest his legs and the Katusha squad to get themselves all lined up. Who's that? There's been a cheeky attack by a rider. It is Stoic. for Team Unibet Rose Rockets. One rider has fallen, we talked about before, Harrison Wood for Team Tudor. He'll hop back on the back of the Lidl Trek. I don't like the uniform this year. Their last year's one was slightly better. As we go through the corn, through the... I don't know, what else does Aussie grow? Jeez, that corn is big. Maybe it's not even corn, maybe I'm just silly. Vink on the front once again, doing the job he is made for and chasing down the breakaway. Who will wear the first ochre jersey? The first World Tour win of the season. Is 30 kilometers to go now. We're going to start setting ourselves up for the sprint shortly. 27 Ks, 12 Ks to the K1 point, which once again no one cares about. Here we go, 21 Ks. We're starting to see the sprint trains now. Muschietti does not have a sprint train. There's Van Asbroek. Van Asbroek's moving himself up. Small split potentially going to form here, as long as Newman doesn't drop the wheel. Heading back to the front, 5.2 Ks to the K1 point. But there's some big sprint trains here. Mads Pedersen on the left-hand side for Alpine. Lompre, they are working for Magnier. Mazzato is their second lead-up man. Tesfazion's in the mix with Milano. Team Katusha with Matteo Muschietti and Tom Van Asbroek. Lund Andersen in the middle of her EF Education Easy Post. Interesting. Muschietti being pushed out of position. Van der Poel there. Nice. And Gregoire. 1.4 kilometers to the top of this climb. No one's carrying. 300 meters. Matthias Van Zel. It's going to be... There's 3 riders. It's going to randomly pick one of the riders to win the KOM jersey. That's cool. Split. Yeah, nah, I didn't think there'd be a split with the... Maybe on this descent there might be one. But I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, with 11 Ks to go, we're going to keep it in slow motion. There is a slight crosswind. Dorian Godon, the HTC French national champion. Where is my team? There's Muschietti. He's sitting in the wheel of Paul Magnier. Lund Andersen on the back of him. The EF Education Easy Post train is gone. It's just Lompre and Alpine now. Milano Girmay on the back of Pedersen. Muschietti finds himself a bit further back than he wanted, but there is a decent lead-out train for Lompre. Wenzel pushing the pace now, zooming in on the front. Guznitz for Alpine. There's no other train, and Lompre have just lost themselves. Lompre have just absolutely lost the sprint train. They're too far back. Pedersen is the only one near the front. Pedersen is just gonna... Pedersen and Valgren. Like, everyone else is out of position. Girmay is down there. Magnier brings Fisher Black up. Where the hell's Muschietti? Fuck off, Muschietti. Oh, there you are there. Okay, it looks like Pedersen opens up on the left-hand side, and once again, like I said, they were the only ones in a good position, so... Well done, Mads Pedersen. Small split, potentially. Zongler not able to hold the wheel. Oh, I want to cry, Muschietti. I want to cry. Why was no one there? Why was no one there? First podium of the race, Mads Pedersen takes the stage win for Alpine, ahead of Girmay and Milano. That's an interesting podium. Mads Pedersen takes the lead in the race ahead of Girmay, Milano, Muschietti, Magnier. Yeah, you're right. You're right. At least I kind of know what I'm talking about. Bro, top 20. Best climber, Michael Leonard, will take that jersey. Points classification is Milano, 2 points ahead of Muschietti. Damn, Muschietti should have finished higher up. We could have taken that jersey. And Paul de Magnier takes the lead of the Youth Just jersey. Lompre in the team jersey. Any split? Nah, no split. Just Pomorski just a few of the domestics losing time. Wait, Ackerman was here? What team's Ackerman for? Is he T-Mobile? No. Can I just... yeah, I can. That's it. You sure Ackerman's here, buddy? Anyway, let's get into stage 2. Another sprint punchy stage with Van der Poel and Wout van Aert as the favourites. Pedersen, Girmay. Looks like more of a punchy finish. So I have no one for that. So I'm not going to be in that bit. You made me look through the whole thing for a rider. That's not that Riker. It's all good, man. Shit happens. Don't know why it's taking so long to damn well load. The other stage didn't take ages to load. Ah, the vegetation. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it says generating vegetation, right? And it's a World Tour stage, so I guess they put lots of effort in. Beautiful city of Australia. Let's have a look at those beautiful jerseys. Which I am in none of them. That's cool. Oh yeah, mate. I'm banned from hosting online lobbies. Just because of the ping. In that last World Cup, I hosted a few track ones and everyone complained. Anyway, looking at today's stage, category 1 climb straight off the rip. What a day. Intermediate sprint point. Category 2, intermediate sprint point, category 2, and then like I said, a few hills close to the finish. Who did I bring in my team? Please tell me someone good. This would be perfect for Stephen Williams, but instead I brought Corbin Strong. Fair enough. Anyway, let's look at their breakaway. Everyone's fighting for the breakaway once again, but it's Michael Leonard and Luke Robit who are actually doing some damage on this category 1 climb. I keep trying to come with them as Donny Dalby, some other random dude, but the peloton looks like they're content now with this breakaway. Soudal Quickstep is chill. Michael Leonard, future talent for Canada. He's sprinting, he's attacking again, man. This Tudor pro cycling rider, what? Hold on, he's got a teammate right here. That's some great tactics, not gonna lie. Anyway, 3Ks to the top, he's now telling his riders to roll through. Ah, he's not in the youth jersey, my apologies, he's in the KOM jersey. That's why he wants the points. In the group at the front. Anyway, who's getting them? It looks like it's Delby, Donny, then Leonard. There's one lot of point on offer still. Anyway, 3 riders out in front. Leonard has been dropped over the top. Rabeat has been dropped, and it is Bora. Red Bull Bora on the front. I'm gonna get a snack. I'll be back. Tis I am back, and it seems Leonard has been caught. Sprint coming up in 5 kilometers. Donny, Delby, and Usomi. Jeez, man. They are sprinting for it, but the peloton behind will be right there, sprinting for it. Bennett's leading the charge. Van Ashbrook, where the fuck's Muschetti? Apologies. This is bullshit. Oh, he's right back there. Cool. Get fucked, Muschetti. What the hell? Van Ashbrook sprinting. No, I'm sprinting for it. He's just rolling through on the front. But Bennett takes maximum points from the peloton. Right there. Anyway. The peloton's about to be caught. Did I see Ulig there? I did see Ulig. What the actual fuck? Ben Scaroni, Ulig, Van Ashbrook, Bo Manzin. What the hell was that sprint? And now they're all just stalemate on the front once again. Isn't that just lovely? There's an attack. Michael Leonard's going again. He wants some more King of the Mountain points. He had a 40-second lead. Now Ottoman has come up to him and he's got a 20-second lead.
Just took place in the pack. Several riders are on the ground.
There, crashes have to be the worst thing. PCM actually ruin your day. Then again, I guess they're the worst thing in real life too. Anyway, here we come to that to that KOM point. Leonard got dropped. Leonard's back in the peloton. Ultima takes maximum points, and these other guys who really don't care about the mountain classification take other points. This bunch out the back, are they even going to catch up? Because I'm pretty sure Rondell is the tutor's leader. Yeah, he's just made it back. And Mark Hirsch is the leader of Ineos. It's pretty dickish for them to not, like, you know, get helpers to be sent back for them. If I were any of you guys' team, I would be complaining to the manager of the team, obviously. Kogut shafted. Oh, absolutely. Anyway, back at the front, there's small splits happening. Ulig driving the pace. Intermediate sprint incoming. Ulig is trying to lead out Bennett. Fucking hell. Sam Bennett's the star of today, it seems. Sam Bennett taking maximum points here, followed by Milano and then Van Ashbrook. Why the hell is Moschetti just not in position? Who knows, man? Who knows? What an absolute shitty day, man. Moschetti's gonna... Just you wait, it's gonna be a press release. Moschetti's gonna get a re-education camp or something, man. What the hell happened here? Goodmai got dropped, so I think the whole Dimension Data team came back for him. Which is how it should be. Now it's all come back together. Oh, 100%. Those race days were a pain in the ass to find. I understand completely, man. And as a World Tour team, like, you have to send to each race. So it's very understandable. Oh, that's why Moschetti's chilling at the back. Kogut and Skrell at the back, man. Breakaway is just Wood and the French guy who I can't pronounce. Another split in the bunch. It's alright, these guys are getting water, so we'll slow this bunch down, which means the back bunch should catch up. Oh, that bunch is splitting itself as well. And did I miss another KOM point? Oh my god, I almost did. 300 meters to go. I appreciate the help. Juice me. Yeah, it makes sense actually. Oh, of course, Strong is like chilling at the back here. Cool. Here's the gruppetto. The gruppetto has formed already. Who is big in the gruppetto? Moschetti, Kogut's here, Leonard's here, Van Braken's here, Pallard, Lund Anderson, Pomorski, Milano. What the actual shit is this? Former Kiwi cyclist Robert Stannard, Tim Thorn Teutenberg. Ella Philippe's just chilling in his second bunch with Dorian Godon, Corbin Strong. The question is, who's left here? You've got Zambini, I've got probably Van Ashbrook. I've got no one. What a fucking waste of race days. Cool, let's speed it up a bit because we don't want to just suffer for the whole race. Must be something in the way the World Tour, I guess since the World Tour Rise has got bigger stat differences, right? Like Van der Poel's here, Van Poppel's working on the front. But like since he's like, you know, since they got big stat differences compared to the other riders, they cause bigger gaps. The second bunch here with Corbin Strong is trying to catch back up. There's going to be re-education for the whole team. I'm going to have to like sit them down and be like, this is a bike race. This is the front of the bunch. Do any of you bastards know what it looks like? That little climb there should hopefully sort a few things out. There's 100 riders in this gruppetto. A minute down. They should make the catch. Come on, it's so close. Make the catch, and then I want my boys, which are right here. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Wellens, Fisher Black, Kristen. I mean, they're all upright, so it's not too bad, but shit a brick. 15Ks to go. Oh, 100%, yeah, of course, man. It's all good. Life happens, I just love complaining. Nate Pringle doing some good work there at Iceberg for Garmin Sharp, trying to go across. Anyway, 13Ks to go. Let's focus on the bunch is back together. Would you look at that? Small split once again. Fisher Black, this time the one to drop the wheel. We'll focus on the front and hope like hell that both the Bahrain and the Katusha riders come back to the front in an ideal world. We're on the steep section of the climb now, looking at about 10%. There goes Christian Scaroni of Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, launching a great attack. Thibaut Nice, Narvaez, Pidcock there, Inkhorn, everyone's kind of here, to be honest. Fisher Black, the New Zealand rider for Lompre. Pidcock now going on the descent with 84%. He's got a good chance of getting away if it were a real descent. There's now 63 riders in this front bunch. That's a good chance that there's some decent riders. There's Robert Stannard, Harry Sweeney. You guys are set. Roman Gregoire, Pascal Inghorn. Yeah, everyone's just kind of mixing it up in the front now. Walt van Aert is here for Team Soudal Quickstep. David Gaudu on the offensive for Benfica. Tim Wellens straight into his wheel and gives up. Van der Poel left to the chasing himself. Pidcock tries to get in that wheel, doesn't quite get there. Narvaez jumps across. 2.6Ks to go. It's pretty bumpy now. If they want to go for it, they should go for it. Launching on the left-hand side, Mick van Dijken. Matthias Van Hazel with Pedersen in his wheel. 700 meters, another win for Pedersen. Pedersen versus Girmay. Pedersen, 2 wins in a row. Well, a lot of teams' GC chances are kind of gone out the window now. Yeah, well, Björn, not Björn. Position himself. Let's have a look at the podium. Mads Pedersen takes a second stage win. Girmay, Valverde, Van Aert, Van der Poel, Velasco, Adria, Magnier, Fisher Black, Zongel, and Wellens. And Pedersen extends his lead in the GC. Leonard is the best climber classification still. Pedersen takes over the points jersey. Young rider is Magnier. And Movistar taking the Movistar classification. Question is, did anyone lose time? Yes. Burker, anyone like fancy? Zimmerman, Mazzato, Corbin Strong. Yeah, cool. My GC is gone. Stage wins it is, please, boys. No one DNFs, that's fine. Looking at GC, Pedersen, Girmay, Van Aert. Points, Pedersen, Girmay, Milano, Mountain, Leonard, Magnier extends his lead, and Movistar, the Movistar classification. Stage 3, plan flat for a sprinter. My bet is on Moschetti, but, well, I want Moschetti to win, but I'm going to say Girmay. Oh my god, Stephen Williams won the 2024 12 under. Should have taken him. God damn it. Stage 1, which we saw Peter won, was won by Welsford. Surprise, surprise. Stage 2 was won by Del Toro. Stage 3 was won by Welsford. So, it's a sprinter's day today. Let's hope the sprinters, Koff, Moschetti, actually do some work. Straight into a Category 3 climb, like, worse than before, like, literally off the rip. That Category 1 I said was off the rip, but this is, like, actually even worse than that. Alpine, Lompere, and Dimension Data on the front, chasing this breakaway of Van den Branden, Waymies, Leonard, Borgo, and Ultima. Course was pretty chill today. Category 4 climb, 2 intermediate sprint points, and a nice, roughly planned flat sprint, and Zambini is punctured. I'm just going to quickly see where my team is in GC. Absolutely ruined. Cool. Once again here, we're here for Moschetti, not for anything else. Be a great talking to Moschetti, saying, we love you, but you have to do some, like, more training. Like, the sheep were fun to race against, buddy, but, like, that might be why you're a little bit slower. Anyway, climb coming up. Leonard wants those points. He's sprinting for it, but Borgo and Ultima both have a far better sprint than him.
There's an attack in the group at the front.
Leonard leads Ultima by 2 points. Peloton, Alpine, Katouche is helping. Oh, Moschetti must be on a good day. Oh, Moschetti, 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 we love you, buddy. Here comes intermediate sprint. There's Moschetti there. He's sitting in behind Bennett. There goes Corbin Strong. Moschetti moves across to him. We'll head to the front breakaway, see if these guys will sprint for the intermediate sprint. Ultima doesn't care, they're just going for it. Meanwhile, in the peloton, they're all sprinting for it. There goes Christian Milano, launches Moschetti, caught behind. Oh, he almost sneaks through. Almost. Ooh, big splits in the peloton with that sprint. He was fast, you are right. Like, it's okay, man. Like I said, intermediate sprints don't matter. I just get really attached to my riders when they don't do what they're supposed to. Every time something like this happens, I still think of that very first sim game. The one that, so before NCL had their proper sim game, the Be a Manager. They did a half season with a few of us. I had Team CCC, and I had Ilna Zakarin and Nora Quintana as my GC leaders. And I kid you not, I can't remember which race it was. I think it was a Grand Tour. I think it was the Giro. And they've been working for Zakarin the whole race. He was doing top 10 GC. Quintana, who was like 12th in GC or something, had a puncture. And the whole team waited for him on a flat stage. Zakarin lost so much time, and I wanted to cry. But anyway, it's better than that. PCM's improved through these shitty trees, which are great graphics, by the way. PCM's amazing at the moment. But like, my shaders probably need a bit updating, and like it says, my GPU is 98%. So that's just fantastic. I'm sure Milan will do what he's told this season. We're coming up to this intermediate sprint now, 2 kilometers to go. The peloton is pouncing on the breakaway. We'll keep an eye on them. There goes Sam Bennett. Bennett's been on form for these intermediate sprints. He's going to take over from the breakaway. Van Uden in second, I want to say. Yep, Van Poppel. Moschetti in the mix somewhere, please. Yes, 15th. Still in the mix. 60 Ks to go. Let's get to the finish line. Newman's on the attack for Team Rose Rockets. 20 Ks, we get the sprint trains now. Oh, look at that, a sea of red. A sea of red, the K is coming out. K for Katusha. We have EF Education Easy Post on the right for Tobias Lund Andersen. Lompre have their train mixed in the middle for their white jersey holder McNair. 17 Ks to go, Vanderpool, Pedersen, Bennett all chilling in the middle, but Katusha, look at this. Van Ashbrook, Strong, Walker, Heremans, Boyven and Pringle, the whole team is here, all the boys are here for Moschetti. Where's Girmay? I said Girmay was going to win, didn't I? There he is there, he's chilling on the back of Lund Andersen. I mean, Lund Andersen's off the back of his train. Got a small little rise here, a little kicker just before the finish. Someone who's got decent hill. Unlike where the fuck's Moschetti? He's off the back of his train. Okay, Moschetti is not dead to me, but I'm not expecting him to do well. .4 Ks to go. .1 Ks to go. I'm distracted because Festina complained about the video, but it's fair enough, man. There's a split in the pack, which I have missed. Holy shit. Riders are behind. I don't care. Where's Moschetti? He's at the front. That's all we care about. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, Moschetti sitting in behind Strong. Magnia in the middle. Narvaez behind Fisher. Black. Mazzato's there. EF Education have the advantage at the moment. They've got the inside line. I think Lund Andersen has got it at this point. Here goes the sprint. 2.7 Ks to go. We go over those small little bumps. Lompre has it. Corbin Strong. Moschetti's on the wheel of Lund Andersen. Magnier is there. 1.3 Ks to go. Lund Andersen launches. Moschetti's in the wheel. There goes Moschetti. Magnier through the middle. Moschetti's dead. Magnier takes the win. Vanderpool in second and Pedersen in third. How to ruin a man's dreams. But it's okay. The cool news is there's a big split here. And I'm pretty sure there'll be someone important in here. A few white jersey riders. Sprinter. Nah, no one top 10. Here's the podium. Your team, Full Nation Air, takes the stage. Win for Lompre. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe Alpersen, EF Education, then Moschetti. GC is Pedersen. Takes the... retains his lead, right? Moschetti. Oh, that's right, out of top 10, right? Dumbass, he lost heaps of time yesterday. Girmay to second. Best climber still Leonard. Pedersen still points. And Magnier in the white still. Team is still Movistar. Okay, we're averaging about 15 minutes a stage, which is alright. Looking at the GC, Pedersen is still leading with those bonus seconds. Goodbye second, Machnier in third. Van der Poel, Bernard Zongler, Adria, Fisher Black, Godon, and Narvaez. Points still Pedersen. Mountain still Leonard. Youth still Machnier. And team still Movistar. Stage 4 over halfway, another pan flat stage. Let's say Van Uden. I reckon Van Uden has it this time. Winner of stage 4 in the 2024 edition was Welsford, followed by Girmay, Boven, Fretton, Pithy, Serrano, Cantor, Hubie, Bauhaus, Clark. What the hell kind of finishing line is that? Okay, let's get into this.
He's trying to break away. It's probably a bit too early for that.
So pan flat stage, 2 intermediate sprint points, category 3 climb right in the middle. Let's see who's in the breakaway, times 8 it, and then get this done. What the fuck is this? What the actual hell is this shit? Bro, make the catch. Off the rip. I've said off the rip before, like 4 stages in a row. Anyway, breakaway is D'Amato and Borgo. Times 8, let's go. And more riders in the breakaway. Nope. Caught. I mean, there's 2 Team Katusha riders at the front. That must show something. Walker and Hirimans. 2-minute gap to the breakaway. 20Ks to the intermediate sprint. Kind of a dumb day to attack on unless you wanted to show your team colours. Like Lotto Kernhaus in the breakaway. Also in the breakaway is Strava Cycling. Here we go. 3Ks to the intermediate sprint. Are these guys going to go for it? Nope. Peloton. Moschetti. Moschetti is going for it, but Bennett's going to take him. Yep. Bennett, Moschetti, and then Milano. Moschetti, buddy. Are you okay? Like, is the bike too big for you? Like, you're good? Anyway, 11K is the next intermediate sprint. 400 meters. These guys are actually going for it for this time. Wait. So with these guys, Milano's going for it ahead of Bennett. Moschetti is dead, so it looks like Van Poppel beat him there. Yep.
There's a few riders jockeying for position at the front. That's really a punchy attack.
KOM in 3.2Ks. We should see Michael Leonard come to the front of the peloton shortly, I reckon. Or they don't care, and points for Africa anyway. Now we fast forward to the sprint, and we absolutely hope that Moschetti's on a +3 or something, because who's working at the front? Hillemans is you must be feeling somewhat, because Alpecin, Alpine, Lompere, EF Education, and Katusha. And there goes Unibet the Rose Rockets. Stoics just showing himself on TV. Sprint trains are about to be formed. Get 10k to go and then we'll make a plan. Attack, who attacked? Vanderpool. Billestad. EF Education Easy Post is going to hunt that one down. Katusha on the right hand side, Lompere through the middle. I said Van Uden for the stage, didn't I? Milano's in the back of Moschetti. He thinks that's the wheel to be. Moschetti's got shitty secondaries, man. Pringle's gone. Bennett Day. Nah. Sam Bennett won't do that. 6.3 Ks to go. There goes the Katusha train once again, dropping Moschetti off the wheel. Walker moving up on the right hand side, Van Ashbrook in second, followed by Strong. But in the middle, it is still EF Education Easy Post. Lund Anderson is significantly further ahead than Moschetti or Bennett. Katusha still have the right hand side. Ulig trying to block shoulders with Strong. 2.9 kilometers to go. Berkamos, Heller, Lund Anderson turns. Moschetti losing the wheel of his lead out once again. 1.6 Ks to go. There goes Mazzato on the left. Corbin Strong on the right hand side. Marco Heller. There's Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett and Moschetti. They're going at it. Moschetti and Lund Anderson. And Lund Anderson takes it. Oh, Van Uden in third. We're getting closer. Koga on your wheel. You might have. Koga got 9th, man. It's pretty good for him. Well done, EF Education Easy Post. Let's have a look at the podium. There goes Tobias Lund Anderson, EF Education Easy Post. Matteo Moschetti with his podium in a World Tour race. Kogut top 10. Bennett top 10. Well done. Pedersen still leads. Leonard still mountain. Pedersen ahead of Moschetti by 5 points only. Oh, yes, buddy. Moschetti, we can do it. Magnier and Youth. Movistar and Team. Come on, man. We're a pro Conti team. Moschetti, you got to, like... Come on. Open the season with a bang. Changes in GC, Magnier ahead of Girmay. Points, Moschetti up 5. Mountain, nil change. Young riders, Thibaut Nice ahead of Fisher Black, but same time. And Team, nothing. Stage 5 is Willunga Hill. Pidcock, Vanderpool, Narvaez, Gregoire. waiting for the game to load, and then 2 more stages, and then I can go to bed. To be fair, I have had fun streaming it. It is really fun doing this kind of thing, but it just does become long, very long. Oh, I want stroop waffles. But yeah, so we have 2 intermediate sprints, category 1 climb, and then another category 1 climb, because obviously Wollonga Hill twice. Not a day for me, but a day for Moschetti to please. Oh, he's in the blue jersey on behalf of someone else. Oh, beautiful. Did I say Alexis Brunel? Is he back racing again? Anyway, so 2 intermediate sprints, which Moschetti better be sprinting for. Let's have a look who's in the breakaway. It is, Alistair McKellar for Strava, Poulard, the Thailand national champ for Lidl Trek, and Vakuli for Kubota Sake. Alpine's doing all the work on the front, and another attack has been made by Harrison Wood, Cameron Worth, and Alexis Brunel, which riders aren't letting happen. Godou is like, get fucked. Intermediate sprint incoming. Where is Moschetti? Oh my god, you're not even there. I swear to God. Buddy. What is your problem? You can't have like good day then bad day. Even if you're having a bad day, you need to sprint, buddy. I don't care if you're having a bad day. Where are you? Here you are. You're too far back. Because there goes Van Uden going for it. Bennett and Milano. Here you are now. I guess you're still going for it, but... Okay, it's enough to get you into the jersey, but please, buddy. Anyway, the breakaway is going well. Fast forward to the next one. This has just been Paul Hates on Moschetti, the stream. Not as bad as last season where Vlasov didn't perform, so I literally changed his schedule so he had to perform. And a split, a fall, which they've all recovered from. Cool, 3-minute gap, intermediate sprint and mount. Are these guys going to sprint for it? Hopefully that Thailand rider does, because he'd look good in the sprint jersey. He did not, but he won the points. Heading back to the peloton. There's Moschetti. He's got 2 lead-out men. Oh, you are listening, buddy. There goes Van Uden. Van Uden launches the sprint first. Moschetti loses the wheel, but he comes up on the right-hand side. He's trying to beat Bennett. That's all he has to do is beat Bennett. Yes. Alpine still just trucking along. Next up, Wollonga Hill ×1. This stage is always funky to play on PCM, because you can make the big gap in the descent of Wollonga. And then the sprinters can survive Wollonga anyway. Benfica's on the front now doing some of the pace making. Oh, Kevin Cuglioni. Not the GC leader. That's fine. Joshua Sutherland for Benfica, Michael Valgren. And the ride is just slowly falling off the back of the breakaway. The peloton's about to catch them all. Vakuli is the last rider out in front. He'll get the most aggressive rider of the day. Michael Valgren on the right hand side, small little push there. David Gordu in the mix on Christoph, still here with only 59 mountain. Interesting. Narvaez, his jersey stands out. As much as I hated it when we first started the tour, he's looking great. Looks like no one's really pushing the pace on this time round. Should allow some of the punchier riders to keep up. Ivan Romeo, he looks like he's going to launch an attack. 200 meters to go. Nakulu blocks him and takes maximum points over the top of the climb there. Michael Leonard still leads that classification. More riders slowly dropping off the back of the peloton as it stretches out in the descent. There's the likelihood of gaps, and where the hell is my team and your team? Oh look, here they are, all at the back. Likelihood of gaps means teams getting gapped for sure. $19Ks to go, we're going over the top of Willunga Hill. Alpine slowly rolling up to the front again. I say slowly, but they're going 47Ks an hour. Here comes the descent, the Willunga Hill descent. I'm expecting splits, that's why I didn't fast forward it too much. Oh, there's a strong wind, strong crosswind, 23 kilometers an hour. Not horrendous, but not nothing. Cool. It's literally all together at the bottom of Willunga. And there we go, Tim Wellens launches an attack. Berkmos is the first to counter Adam Buru and Mark Hirsch. Matthias Rondell, who almost lost time the other day, did lose time the other day. And no one's chasing them, they're just chilling up Willunga. Interesting. Aaron Buru pushing the pace for the front five here. 2.6Ks to go, the peloton still being just cautious. Pedersen's just chilling at the front with the Alpine team surrounding him, keeping him safe. Thibaut Nice launches an attack, makes his way up to the front group, as does Ben Healy. Walt van Aert now here, Narvaez here, the punchers are here, Henrik Mulberm. Adria, Pidcock, okay, it's really just all the big names rolling to the front now. Come on, Narvaez. Oh, yes, Mulberm, I will rejoice if you win. Come on, Eritrea. Come on, Dimension Data. Pidcock's just going to win because everyone's dead. This is so anticlimactic, man. They're just like crappy ass. I mean, there's Pidcock, yeah, he's already in the top 10, so it's not too bad. Hopefully it's all the same time. Where's the first Bahrain rider? That's the real question. There he is there, Zambini. And Katusha is about the same spot with Corbin Strong. Interesting. Podium, Pidcock wins the stage in the sprint against Remo, Rondell, Muruum, Narvaez, Healy, Pedersen, Van Dyke, Paulus and Serrano. Looking at GC, Pedersen still leads, so not many changes there, to be honest. Romo takes over the mountain jersey from Michael Leonard. Pedersen reaffirms his place on top of the points classification ahead of Moschetti. And young rider Paul McNear keeps his lead the same. Movistar still winning the Movistar jersey classification. No time gap until about 92nd. Where Michael Leonard lost time. Interesting. Van Ashbrook, Teutenberg. Muschietti last time. Anyway, looking at the GC, small changes in the top 10. Pitcock in, Romo in, Bennett down, Narvaez in, Healy in, Adria out. Yeah, Pedersen is leading. Apologies. Pedersen's points. Mountains, Remo, Magniers, Youth, and team is obviously. I did put the result in. I did. Excellent. No Willinger, great. Gaps as normal. And final stage finishes up Mount Lofty. Pidcock's the favourite once again. Let's hope Muschietti gets some more points and that Pedersen goes away. Okay, final stage, let's go. I want to go to bed. Straight into a category 2 climb. Two category 1s, 2 intermediate sprints, and potentially a sprint.
He can't have much idea of what's lying in front of him.
Cheers. Anyway, apologies. Really distracted because I'm really not having a good time. Hausen is about to cross the finish line. The KM line. It's a big breakaway up the road. Hausen, Vader, Mays, Leonard. Jusimi, Gigan, De Boist, Donny, Borgo, and the peloton being led by Alpine, which has caught half these riders once again. Let's get ourselves into intermediate sprint, and then we'll get ourselves into bed, please. De Boist is on the attack. Vader, Hausen still up the road, Mains, and De Boist. Yes, but De Boist from Ineos Grenadiers. Interesting. Sometimes trying doesn't. It's alright. Semi-sprint stage. I'm gonna say if Allah was here, he would win, but he's not. So let's say that Van der Poel wins. We missed the bloody sprint, didn't I? God damn it. Apologies. Well, Bennett and Milano got that. With the rest of the bunch coming across now. What a shithousery. Moschetti can't even sprint at that. To be fair, 17 stages in one night is a lot. Okay, category 1 climb coming up. 700 meters for these guys, and these guys are going through it. Vader took it ahead of the other two. Coming in from the peloton is Leonard. Not going to try anything. He's not. Romo followed by Vader, then Leonard. Interesting. And of course there's a split in this descent, but it's okay. We've got an intermediate sprint coming up, which the breakaway has just gone through. Vader takes maximum points. Mins, Hausen and De Boist coming in through the peloton. Literally no one cares. But Pedersen will gain some points there, which won't help Moschetti. So Moschetti must win the stage, but I don't think he's going to. Category 1 climb. Appreciate your sheep boy. Breakaway is being caught, coming to the top of the category 1 climb. And of course no one's going for points here because it's, even though Leonard's fought for it for days, makes no difference. Okay, Romo wins by 1 point. Is there points at the finish though? There is mounted points at the finish. And the bunch is back together. Only a few riders have been dropped. But there will be some splits in this descent, as there always is splits in PCM. Like already is split. 20 Ks to go now. Aaron Buru has launched an attack off the front of the peloton. I think it's too early for a rider to be launching an attack.
A small group of riders are trying to get clear of the bunch.
Simmons is off. Engelhart. Tesfazion. Yes, Tesfazion. Come on, man. 11 kilometers to go. This must be a Van der Poel day, surely. Van Aert's slightly at the front of the bunch, probably a bit too far for Aaron Buru. Unlucky buddy on the attack and a puncture. Sole leader Engelhart cannot make it alone. 9 kilometers to go. James Shaw makes the catch. Zongler in second, followed by Wellens. Looks to be a little lead out here going. Small splits could possibly be happening. The stage does get a bit harder before the finish, so it is most likely for the climbers. 4.7 Ks to go. Gonna go through a little bit of a tough section now, 7%. Berkmo's leading out Powerless, leading out Adria. Almost like a sprint train, but it's not. Pedersen's still chilling up here. Mads Pedersen's going to win the Tour Down Under for Team Alpine. Second in GC, Magnier needs to be up here, and there he is there. He needs to win the stage with a gap, which he's doing. He's attacking. 1.1 Ks to go. He's dead. Here goes the sprint now. Adria, who was out the front with his EF boys, takes the win. Wellens, Nice, Van Aert. Ooh. Pedersen might... Nah, not enough time lost. Well done to Roger Adria for EF Education Easy Post. But, yeah. Gaps for the last. Roger Adria takes the stage win, no time gaps there. Pedersen takes the overall win, 13 seconds to Magnier. Romo takes the KOM, 1 point ahead of Vader. Pedersen takes the points. Ah, oh, you bastard. Young rider is Paul Magnier. Lompre take the team. What the fuck? Oh well, thanks for joining, peeps. I'm gonna go straight from Strava. Ah, saw you guys in the break a few times. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm a skedaddle to bed. Yeah, cheers, man. Okay, I missed the youth one for some reason. Quit. Quit.